Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to Scribbles Reactions. I'm Vera.
I'm Blackie.
And today we are watching ReZero.
Yes.
After that cliffhanger last episode, guys, like with that girl who looks like Emilia, but
Witch of Greed.
of Greed. Witch
And I
of
don't know why
Greed.
is she
Yeah.
Witch of Greed or whatever. Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out because we are completely confused, like what's going on now, and also how she reacted when she saw Subaru. So yeah, and also like what happened there, like with Emilia first in the carriage, and then that crystal glowing, and then what Subaru did, and then now here we are.
Yeah, somehow it looks like Roswell something has to do, but we don't know why, what, where.
Yeah,
I don't know where. I mean, also this. Where is this? Is that he is in her mind, or he teleported because they were in the woods, right? But
you mean with the witch, the witch of Greed?
Everything with Subaru and Witch of Greed. But he was also entering some
dungeon,
temple or something. Yeah. So what is this?
What is that? Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention like what I maybe not figure out, but what my theory is. Let's say when Subaru was talking with Beatrice, and about when he said that he defeated Archbishop Slot, Betelgeuse, and then she was like, "What happened then with the witches' codex? Something like that. Commandment, something like that."
Gospel?
No, not gospel. Like something she was saying, but then they switched. Subaru was then asking something else or something. Is that maybe witch's ability that he had on him? You know?
I don't know. Yeah.
So is that like maybe
that's transferable?
Maybe it transfers down the line when one of the archbishops are ended, you know? In that sense.
Yeah, because I mean they know what they were doing with to cut the cut.
Exactly.
And
so I figured out maybe that has something to do with the ability. So we should see about that also. So,
yeah. But let's jump into this episode. But before we start, guys, consider joining our Patreon because there you can find episodes before they come to our YouTube, like even over a month in advance. And the link to our Patreon is in the description below. Let's go.
そんなに警戒されると傷つくな。僕はこれでもいたいけな一人の乙女なんだよ。
悪いが、会うなり強欲の魔女なんて名乗った相手に警戒するのは無理だ。
なるほど。それは確かに。
Gosh, the music.
Yeah, the music is freaky.
Yeah.
いつまでそうしているつもりだい？せめてお茶が冷める前に席についてくれないかな。
No, I'm good. I'm done with something from some witch.
Dude, you're not drinking that. No, we know what happens in Alice in Borderland. No.
I
mean, yes.
Yeah, we know what happens if people drink tea.
ここで生成したものだからね。言ってしまえば僕の体液だ。
Body fluid. What?
I didn't read. It's a
body fluid? No.
No.
やはり君は不思議な人物だ。別にどうも。勝手に入ってきたのは君の方だ。帰りたいなら帰らせてあげるけど。
How?
君はそれでいいのかい？
This is so cryptic.
強欲の魔女に話を聞ける機会なんて。 君以外の誰が求めてもそうそう得られるものじゃないんだ。さあ、君は何が聞きたいよ。飢餓から世界を救うために、
天命と異なる
獣を生み出した暴食の魔女、ダフネのことかい？
So there are, witches for every scene.
人あらざる者たちに感情を与えた色欲の魔女。 カーミラのことかい？
What the heck is this?
争いに満ちた世界を嘆きながらあらゆる人たちを殴り癒した憤怒の魔女ミネルヴァのことかい？安らぎをもたらすそれだけのために大幕府の彼方へ竜を追いやった太陽
It's going too fast.
セクメトのことかい？
Yeah.
幼さゆえの無邪気と無慈悲で咎人を裁き続けた傲慢の魔女テュフォンのことかい？ありとあらゆる英知を求めて死後の世界にすら未練を残した知識欲の権限強欲の魔女、エキドナのことかい？それとも、それらの魔女
Okay, who killed all the other witches? Wait! And used them as sustenance where she made the whole world her enemy.
What?
私と嫉妬の魔女。あの忌むべき。
What was that shot?
I mean, that's what it's with him, right?
The most
Inside of
detestable
him.
of all.
The curse.
脅かしすぎてしまったようだ。厄介なものだよ。魔女のサガは。
So that is why then she was the only witch then that was called witch, because she devoured all
The
other
rest of them.
witches. Ah, okay, damn, that's... Oh boy.
The tea.
The tea.
Is working.
思ったより早かった。
Yep, it's
さすが
working.
に適合者は馴染むのが早い。あれで怠惰の魔女因子に働きかけて
I don't-
君の抵抗力を強く
Resistance?
Sloth.
これでじっくり僕とも話ができる。
Resistance from what? What?
何が聞きたい？
Girl, can you
ここ
talk?
数日の間に
Normally.
君は怠惰の魔女因子の持ち主を殺しただろう？
Which factor? That's what Beatrice talked about.
魔女因子は新たなよりしろに君を選んだ。
Shows you its new
この墓所
dwelling.
に入って無事なのもそのおかげだよ。
Oh, graveyard.
ってこと
I mean, yeah, so that was a
Okay.
こ
tomb.
こは死後、僕の魂が囚われ
My
ている
soul is held prisoner. Also, she is?
Sanctuary.
ってるのが
そうとも、君の願い通り遺跡の外は聖域だ。さあ、他には何が聞
お
きたい？
前に言えば外に出してくれるんだよな。
ああ、それは保証するけど。僕に聞きたいことは
No,
ない
he
の？
doesn't.
No,
he
just
doesn't.
leave me go.
今お前
Let me
と
go.
話すより外にいるはずのエミリアと合流したいんだよ。
嘘でしょ？僕は強欲の魔女だよ。世界中のあらゆる権力者が僕の知識にすがろうと
Girl,
ここに
just give
求め
up.
てきたんだ。
Okay, she
Okay.
not as scary now.
誰も知らない世界
She's lonely here.
No, yeah.
お前との茶飲み話はまた別の機会に作ってや
From
る
a
から
badass girl, now she's
To
like...
this, yeah.
それも魔女にそんな簡単なことのように約束を取
Okay.
り
Yeah, she's still lonely.
本当に帰るなら最後に対価をいただこうか。
Compensation.
毒が俺はバンプ不当の一文なしだぞ。
Don't say
魔
a
女の
kiss.
対価だ。金銭
Don't
じゃない
say.
Wait, life?
Wow.
この茶会の出来事の口外禁止。それが条件だ。それとせっかくだ。お土産を持たせてあげるよ。
No, don't kiss him, please.
この聖域の試練に挑む資格を
Trial
与えよう。
sanctuary. Hmm.
聖域の試練。お前やっぱり魔女なんだな。
ああ、そうだとも。僕はとても悪い魔法使いなんだぜ。
This is strange.
Yeah. And like, okay, so he has that witch factor, so
So yeah, that is what the Beatrice was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. So when he defeated Betelgeuse, so what transferred to him? So what can he use those hands now?
so is that like the witch factor is the ability?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
But who? How do they get that factor?
I don't know. You see here also what was like a vow.
Okay.
Don't talk what happened here. So probably also that is how
With the
he with Witch of Envy something he was maybe talking, but we don't know. And he made a vow, or she put a vow on him. You cannot tell
I
nobody
think
about
that they met actually, but he
ability.
doesn't remember.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, we just see
You know?
flashes of her, glimpses, but
Yeah.
that's it.
Damn. So there were a lot more of them, but what she devoured them, but
Yeah,
still
okay,
the
like
soul
we
is
got,
what in that
Oh,
tomb.
yeah, and graveyard, and that's
The
actually
tomb, yeah.
sanctuary. Okay, we got a lot of info here.
Ah,
lot of
so much,
process.
yeah, he's back.
とにかく外に出ねえと。エミリアたちと交流だ。
How he
Does
even
he remember now?
ended up there, you know, because she said that only you
なん
can.
か言われたような。
Somebody sent something to me.
Ah, so maybe, yeah.
So maybe also with Witch and Envy
Maybe
something.
envy that he had actually conversation he doesn't remember.
So maybe she, like we saw in the first episode, she pulled him in, gave him power, or her essence is inside of him. Because what? That's a bit confusing. Like, why was at the Archbishop slot was the Witch of Greed essence, right? She said like, because you had that now Witch of
Gluttony?
Factor,
Okay.
Witch of Factor, you were able
Witch
to
factor.
contact with me or something.
Yeah, that's also like
That's
confusing. Like that's
strange,
why,
but-
and like the way she said it, like you wanted and you came here. It's like it was out of his own volition. But we know that's not what happened. Like he doesn't even know what happened.
Okay, they're probably
he ended up.
manipulating Subaru so much.
Yeah,
he
but
doesn't even know anything.
then maybe
actually.
he did meet with the Witch of Envy, and that's that power that he has is actually like witch factor.
Does that something to do
And-
with when he was ending his life, and every time when he was, or not ending, or maybe every time that he tried to say, I can die by, I can get back by death of,
Yeah.
and then he says, I came back. Do you remember? It was so strange. We were asking, he came back from where? So maybe he was then with Vitron and with talking, and then he comes back. And maybe every time he maybe promised something to her, maybe.
I
or
don't know,
talked
but
to
there's
her
also
something.
like what they say
to
that
bring him
the
back.
what is the Archbishop of Greed is missing. And then Betelgeuse call him Greed. What if he did become Archbishop? That's exactly like you strike a deal with the witch, and that's how you become Archbishop, and she gives you witch factor. And
Maybe.
he's Archbishop of Greed with the witch factor. What's the power that he has ability? I always forget the name. That shadow thingy.
Shamak?
Shamak, yeah.
No, that's just his general ability. I think maybe.
I mean, why would he have general ability? He comes from Earth, you know. So that was why I was also confused. Like from the start,
I mean, maybe because of that death by
return. Yeah.
he got darkness power.
But what
I'm
if
not
that
sure.
was also like kind of like a witch factor?
There's a lot more stuff.
But then
there.
again, he wouldn't be able to access graveyard. If that was a really witch factor, he wouldn't be able to access graveyard even without Betelgeuse's witch factor. So
Exactly. So strange.
いい度胸してんじゃねえかよさまな
What the heck is it?
マグマリンが笑うってやつか
What the heck is that? Say him!
yeah.
Oh my god. Who the heck is this guy? Oh,
Yeah, crystal.
okay.
He also has a crystal.
待て待ててめえら半殺しにして森の外に捨てってやれここのこと誰にも言わねえって誓えるようになってからなお前フレデリカの関係者だろ
Okay,
な
okay.
んでてめえの口からその名前が出やがったなんでだと思うよーく考えろよ考えたわからねえぶちのめしてから考え的な考え方やめろ俺たちも関係者だからだよえ俺様ガーフィー
Oh, beware of
関係者
Garfield,
だって
yeah.
んなら聞いたことぐらいはあるんじゃねえのか
戻ったのが随分と遅かったようね
Ram.
Yeah.
ラム
どこのパレスか存じ上げ
Get
ま
us
せん
some
が
answers, please.
遅すぎる到着で失望したわ期待したラムがバカだったわね何
いや元気かなと思って
Don't worry, she doesn't even know about Ram.
その後連絡がつかなくて正直すっげえやきもきしてたからさ
見ての通りラムは今日も可憐で早計
それは、本当にほっとしたほっとした、
Oh my god.
She can read him, maybe. Yeah.
あのさ
ねラムいつまでも立ち話をしてるのもなんでしょ案内お願いしていいかしこまりました怖くて
Yeah.
当たり前のことよそんなの情けないなんて思わないから行きましょうレムのこともいろんなことも全部が良くなれるように、
了解何があっても俺は肉の盾としてエミリアタンを守るよ
He made shield. Okay, don't talk.
No,
say it like that.
no, no.
Let's say it just like shield.
And here's Rosa.
Wait, what the heck?
Why is he
あ
then
ったらど
just
ついてやろうと思ってたんだがお前どうしたんだよ
ロズワールここは何なのここについて結界に触ってからだと思うずっと胸がざわついて落ち着かないの聖域なんて呼ばれ方なのに 私には全然そんな風に思えない。むしろそれよりも。
魔女の墓場。
She's good.
So is it the way he speaks? What?
I don't think he's evil or something. I think
Yeah, but the way they presented him, like he's sus, but like what is his deal?
Yeah, because like we know, like from the was it in OVA that he says he wants to defeat the dragon and everything, right?
Yeah.
And I'm also looking that because of the other OVA, Frozen Bond.
Okay.
And let's say if that's mediator or whatever was that fire is from a dragon or something, and he looks Emilia like a threat, and if this is a sanctuary and all of these are half-blood, maybe they're all like potential witch vessels, maybe.
Okay.
And what he said, he wants to defeat the dragon. Maybe he really hates the dragon because the dragon looks everybody.
You think?
Demon blood, in a sense.
I mean, but that's
how
like...
Puck also hates from the guts. Also,
but that's all.
mediator.
If what you said that
whatever.
mediator has something to do with the dragon, but if not, then who knows?
That's of course. But I'm saying this is a theory, and that is why maybe he wants to defeat the dragon. Also,
うっと納得できると。
どういう意味？
意味も何も言葉通りですよ。
I mean, explain.
強欲の魔女と呼ばれた存在。魔女エキドナの最後の場所であり、私にとって聖域と呼ぶべき場所です。エキドナ。
Can you remember?
大丈夫？
いや、平気。
Maybe he can't say it because
I don't think he remembers.
それは簡単。
じゃあ昔からエキドナとメイザース家は付き合いがあって、ここを管理しているってことでいいの？
ええ。とはいえ管理なんて大げさなことは何も。エキドナの結界によって森は正式な手順を踏まない部外者を通さない。その上結界は血の条件を満たす者には特別な効果を発揮する。
エミリア様は不思議に思われませんでしたか？聖域に逃れてきた住人たち、それにロズワール様やラムがこうして屋敷に戻らず、この場に留まり続けていることを。
They can't get out?
だからお前が怪我してるからだろ。
今は私たちは全員この聖域に軟禁されている状況なんだよ。私もラムもアーラム村の人間も。あ、ここに入った時点で君たち二人もね。
And you say it just like that now.
タラタラ話してやがんのかよ。
What? How can you be so chill?
ちげえ。そいつの傷は試練に拒否された結果で。
Yeah, she mentions trial.
結界に触れたらどうなるか。そいつは体験済みだろ。
Hero has come.
よくぞご無事で。みんな無事で何よりだ。他のみんなは元気ですか？
ご両親様のお怪我は大丈夫でしょうか？我々のために怪我をなされたとか。
ここを出るのが難しいってことはみんなも知らされてるっぽいな。だけど大丈夫。なぜならみんなを解放するために試練に挑んでくれる子がいるからだ。
And then she will win their hearts. But now, for now, they will look her as witch.
みんなも知ってるはずだ。王戦候補者のエミリア。彼女が試練に挑む。よろ
しくお願いします。
一つだけお聞かせ願いたい。
村長。
なぜです。先日もあなたは私どもに頭をお下げになった。ですが、その手を拒んだのは私どもです。
Because she meant to be
王戦に
appreciated.
おいて私どもの支持を得たいからというなら、それでも構いません。そう言ってくだされば。
私には今立派なことを答えられる自信がありません。すごく説得力があって、みんなを納得させられるような言葉は何も。ただ、私はあなたたちを家族のところへ返してあげたい。そう約束してきたわけじゃないけど、自分の胸に誓ったの。理由はそれだけです。支持してほしいだとかはあんまり考えてませんでした。でもできればみんなと仲良くしたい。 とは思っています。
よろしくお願いします。
Okay.
こちらこそふつつか者ですが、よろしくお願いします。
ふつつか者って興味聞かねえな。
Teenage.
I mean,
that was
this is
nice,
so
yeah.
awesome, yeah.
少し変わったみたいね。バルスが何か吹き込んだおかげ。
自分で考えた結果だ。そうやって何でもあの子の決意を人任せにするなよ。
Yeah, finally, yeah.
そうね。今のはラムが悪かったわ。
美精霊からの応援、満足いくまでもらえた？
大丈夫。でも最後の一押しが欲しいかも。
俺でいい？
スバルのが欲しい。お願い。
頑張れ！負けるな！ EMT！ エミリアさんマジ挑戦者！
行きます。
Take it out, Emilia.
外に出らんね
Let's cheer her
え
up.
なら登場するぜ。でもなんで自分でやらねえんだ？やれんならやってんだよ。おい、これ大丈夫なのか？試練が続く限り光が消えるなんて。
What does that mean?
Of course, he's going after her. Oh, and for him also.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so he is going to do this.
Already.
Got him?
まずは己の過去と向き
Your
合え。
own past.
That's his voice? First you need to face your own past.
The heck is going on?
The hell?
Where is he?
His house.
Wait, what?
グッモーニング息子！おいおいおい、どうしたどうしたどうしたよ。
The heck is this while we home?
全裸の親父でも見たような顔だぜ。
Dude, I'm so confused. What the heck? No, don't stop.
You can
Oh
stop it
my
there?
God.
The hell?
He wake up from coma.
Yeah, your coma theory.
But you saw how their figurines similar
Figurines.
to Emilia, right?
Hey, let's see this again.
I mean, it looks with white hair and everything.
Oh my god, yeah, the figurines.
Okay, it didn't look like Emilia, but similar.
Female, but what does it mean? First you have to face your own past.
Maybe something happened. Okay, maybe now we're going to see how he get the death by...
Return
or something, maybe.
He's meeting with the witch.
Yeah, but still this looks like, you see how everything is like noisy, right? There is a noise filter over it, so like he is remembering maybe. It's
I don't know
not
if
even-
they or if that's how they did the flashback here.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
that's like a flashback.
Okay, I wasn't ready.
So
Okay,
they
we are
have
getting
so much
this.
stuff. I don't know what the heck happened here.
Yeah, I am also like, trying to piece. I have
With
to
the
see.
Witch of Greed and
I
everything.
have to
It's
see
so much
this
stuff.
episode again. Yeah, definitely
it's so much stuff,
because
yeah. I don't know what to talk about because I don't remember because too much information.
I mean, okay. So first, we definitely okay. I remember what she said. Echidna, what she said about him that he'll be able to do it, to face the challenge, and he was able. Now the light went for him, but I mean, and what she was confident he'll be able to do it.
Did she give him something or something like
Yeah,
that? Right?
okay, about it he wouldn't say anything about it, but
No, not that. Something else.
Something
because
else.
of the trial.
Yeah, what was with licking her fingers? What did that mean?
Oh, she's greedy.
She's
You know,
ready for
she's so
knowledge.
greedy. She's like you know, when you greed for sweets, you. I mean, you don't.
You
lick
lick your fingers before
I
you
mean-
hit it.
No, after. You know that type of deal. You like chocolate and you
I
have
mean, but
chocolate on your fingers, and you want more.
But she didn't.
You're greedy, right?
She didn't consume anything here.
Okay, let's say she consumed his soul.
So strange, yeah. And why? Okay, we know that the Witch of Envy devoured all of them, but why?
But still, there is
Because
like
of
a
her sin?
soul in
Their
the
souls.
graveyard.
If I
right?
understood, yeah, all of their souls are there.
Not all. I think only hers.
I mean, she said that.
Which of greeds?
I mean, that's how it sounded like how Roswell said, but the way she was talking is
No,
like,
she also said my soul is here.
yeah, but she also mentioned about everyone's souls that they're there.
No, she mentioned overall other souls, or overall other witches, but she said she's only there. She was mentioning others like witch of this, witch of this, witch of
said,
this.
like, I have to
only
have to
describing
check.
them. She was like, do you want me to tell you about this witch, this witch, this witch, this witch, this witch? And after that, she just said, I'm here in this temple.
I have to check again because she was talking about the soul. So
Or maybe I'm missing also. There was so much stuff I can't even see.
Yeah, we got so much here. And okay, so definitely he doesn't remember some stuff, and it would explain, because we were wondering what, like, how all of a sudden he's like that very return, and why and everything. So I think maybe we're going to finally get the answer, like what happened there. Yeah.
So let's go.
Yeah, immediately.
I mean, I don't know anything. Like, also, I was like, okay, I thought maybe that was Roswell's sanctuary. Okay, it is in a sense, but what, he didn't know that if he comes here, he cannot get out.
I'm so confused.
I thought maybe they just escaped in that sanctuary from the witch's cult while the Subaru and his alliance defeat them, and then they will come back.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, it turns out he cannot even get out.
I'm so confused, but I'm the mostly confused by that part, and I have to see it again because I'm also like, okay, your Mather's family was like the keeper, let's say, of the sanctuary, whatever, maintained that graveyard.
With Witch of Greed.
But what do you mean with?
They said also with Witch of Greed, they had this place.
I mean, I understood that they took care of the place.
Yeah, with a kidney or however her name is.
Yeah. So what he said, that they were acquainted for a long time, and that's why they oversee the sanctuary. But yeah, that's not resting place. That's where her soul is. So yeah.
And she's defeated here, right?
Yeah,
that's what
she's
they mentioned. So
defeated there. So
which when we fought her and then consumed her or devoured her, I don't know. Like, there's so much stuff.
So much.
Okay,
yeah.
I am now. I don't
But
like too much stuff.
I'm very confused because, like, I was also like, why would you get? Apparently, then he doesn't know that once you enter there, you can come without facing the trial.
But only half-blood can face the trial.
But like, then what's
But
the
then
deal with
Subaru
Subaru?
is not. Is he half-blood?
No, he didn't say half-blood. Just the person
half-blood.
who meets requirements.
I think this is half-blood one.
With a
that guy
certain-
also that is.
With a certain blood or certain
I mean, I
blood.
think a half-blood then. Because Emilia is half-blood.
Definitely, we have to see. Yeah, we got a lot of info in this episode.
That is why he was hurt, because he doesn't make the requirements.
He didn't meet the requirements, yes. So that's why.
I think because he's not half-blood.
Okay, that's clear, but it's not clear like how nobody knew that they couldn't escape, and it's also so strange like how people who meet certain requirements and yet they are affected in the way they are when they cross the barrier. Why would they be affected at all? I would actually say the opposite. Like those who don't meet the requirements. Like it would make more sense for them to be affected by the barrier, but no, this is like just like people who meet the requirements are affected by the barrier, and in Emilia's case she fainted, so
I don't know, my brain is frying. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
It's like they're giving too much stuff and they're not giving anything.
Yeah.
What will happen with that also pink girl hair also? That also had pointy ears. That was in the last episode also when Emilia fainted in the cart and then he got out in the woods and there was a girl, like an elf, half elf. He also mentioned, oh, is that are you a half elf or something?
Actually, yeah.
Nothing happened there. There's so much stuff. That is why I'm like,
I mean,
what
maybe she's just one of those people who are trapped there and there's nothing more to it, you know?
No, but she was in the woods. And then he went to the tomb. And then he had a conversation with the kid.
I mean, sure, but I mean,
that
the
wasn't
woods
in
are
barrier.
in the barriers, so it's also part of the sanctuary.
You think so?
So I think that's
okay,
like...
okay. So when you enter, that's okay.
Yeah, that's what that guy, that Garfield guy said, they were all inside the barriers, so yeah, that's it. But I'm still confused, like what happened with the crystal there, because we remember that Frederica said, don't take off the crystal under no circumstances. So, I mean... So the crystal is good for her. So maybe the crystal
is why she's fainted then, right?
Maybe the crystal was supposed to keep her awake.
Protect her.
But I mean, at first it was confusing. Like, no one mentioned that. No one ever questioned like Subaru doing that. And I thought that when Emilia woke up, that her first reaction would be, "Where's the crystal?" But she never questioned that, you know.
Why would she question? She didn't even know what the crystal is for because Frederico even didn't explain.
I mean, but she said, don't take it off.
I mean...
And the last thing before she fainted was
thought maybe
Subaru taking it off her, and, you know, I was like...
because he thought maybe it's going to hurt her or something, you know.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, he jumped to some conclusion, not even knowing what it is, and I thought that Emilia would be like, why did you take it off for me? You know, I thought that she would react there, but she didn't say anything.
She also was afraid, probably. She didn't know.
Yeah. So definitely maybe it was a good thing for her, but then...
But then it's also strange why Puck is not showing us.
And Puck is not showing. We still don't get that.
It's so strange. I mean, we can ask 10,000 questions.
But we
will not get any answer like this.
Okay, so. on to the next one.
Definitely. I'm getting frustrated now.
Yeah, you want to need answers, but you don't have
At least give us one more answer. It's just piling upon any other question, you know.
Okay,
just one question and you get 10 points.
We devoured everyone, and there are like witches for everything. So.
But it looks like the other witches, like all other witches with her, made this world, right? What she was telling the story about every witch, it looked like every witch created something from something, you know, like one created some. It
doesn't have to necessarily mean that they created the world itself, but just some things. I don't know.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
Definitely we have to check this episode again. Yeah. So yeah, let's see the next one.
But thank you so much, guys, for watching. And if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.